said that she could see their whole life in its totality.
There'll be also virtual people. And
엄마도 나 보고 싶었어.
In a world where uncertainty looms large, the allure of prophecy has captivated humanity for centuries. Today, we stand on the edge of a future where 15 intriguing prophecies may soon find their fulfillment. These prophecies, whispered by seers and foretellers, resonate with the collective imagination of our time. From technological marvels that could reshape our daily lives to global shifts in politics and climate, the anticipation of what lies ahead is palpable. Join us in this video as we unravel 15 of the most shocking prophecies that may come true soon. Number 15. Talking with the afterlife. In the not-so-distant future, we might have some mind-boggling abilities that sound like science fiction. Imagine having conversations with people who have passed away, uploading our thoughts and memories into computers, and tiny robots flowing through our veins. It might sound like a wild fantasy, but the guy behind these ideas is Ray Kurzweil, and he's no ordinary person. Ray Kurzweil is an inventor, a visionary, and a top tech expert at Google. For nearly 4 decades, he has been wowing us with his genius creations like flatbed scanners, electric pianos, and speech recognition software. But here's the jaw-dropping prediction. Kurzweil believes that within the next 30 years, we'll be able to connect with our loved ones who have passed away through virtual reality. Here's how it works. Kurzweil thinks we can capture human memories using tiny robots called nanobots and store them in memory drives. Then, clever artificial intelligence software can replicate these memories, mimicking the personalities, voices, and intelligence of our dear ones. When we talk to these artificial intelligence replicas, we might not even realize they're not the real deal. What's even more mind-boggling is that Kurzweil has been right about a lot of things in the past. He has a track record of being correct about 90% of the time. So, if he's on the money this time, it could change everything about how we view life, death, and our connections with others. Number 14. Unlocking the secrets of a microscopic menace. In a world still reeling from the impact of a devastating supervirus, the mere thought of more viral threats on the horizon is both chilling and exhausting. Enter Baba Vanga, a seer with a track record of eerie accuracy, who foresees a series of viral calamities looming in our future. In 2023, birds will face a grim fate. A deadly virus, airborne and lurking in contaminated waters, will race through their ranks with merciless speed. Entire flocks will vanish within weeks, pushing numerous avian species to the brink of extinction. Humanity's scientists will desperately seek a cure, but the once common sight of birds soaring through our skies will fade into memory. Although this avian apocalypse won't directly harm humans, the loss of a crucial food source like chicken will hit us hard. But that's just the beginning. Baba Vanga's vision extends into the coming decades, with each new virus grimmer than the last. Fast forward to 2088, and a peculiar virus emerges. It won't hinder our breathing or compromise our immune systems, but it will thrust people into a rapid aging process. Picture a 20-something suddenly morphing into a senior citizen in mere seconds. This strange affliction will plague humanity for almost a decade before it's finally eradicated in 2097. A reprieve from viral turmoil awaits until 2056, when a deep space exploration rocket returns to Earth, carrying an intergalactic virus. One can only hope this cosmic invader won't be as merciless. A universal cure for all diseases is anticipated in 4304, but by then, Baba Vanga suggests that humanity will have relocated to Mars, leaving Earth behind. Baba Vanga's predictions paint a daunting picture of our future, where viral threats persist, evolve, and test our resilience. Number 13. The prophetic visions of Saint Malachy. Back in the 1100s, a guy named Saint Malachy was Archbishop in Ireland. During a trip to Rome, he supposedly glimpsed the future of the popes. He wrote it all down in cryptic Latin phrases like he was dropping clues from another dimension. But get this, no one saw these prophecies until 400 years after he was gone. Yet people are still obsessed with them. Now, here's the twist. The last prophecy has everyone talking. St. Malachi predicted that the final pope would be named Peter and would cause some serious drama in the Roman Church. This pope is like the grand finale, the one who signals the end of the world as we know it. At first, folks were like, yeah, whatever. But when Pope Benedict XVI stepped down and Pope Francis took over, things got intriguing. Pope Francis? Some prophecy buffs started saying, hey, maybe he's Peter the Roman. Even though his real name is Jorge Mario Bergoglio and he's from Argentina, they argued there's gotta be some Peter hidden in there somewhere. Plus, his Italian parents moved from Italy to Argentina, so there's a Roman connection. But you know how it is. People are divided. Some say it's just a wild coincidence, while others believe it's destiny playing its cards. We're all just spectators in this show, waiting to see if the prophecy pans out. Number 12. Unveiling the cosmic dance of Earth and the cosmos. The Earth's orbit is one of the unsung heroes of our planet. It's easy to take for granted, but its stability is crucial for our way of life. However, a troubling prediction has surfaced, suggesting that in 2023, something might disrupt this delicate balance. Imagine a scenario where Earth is nudged off its orbit. The consequences would be catastrophic on a global scale. Days and nights would extend for months, plunging us into unending daylight and darkness. The ramifications are dire. Unceasing daylight would wreak havoc on our sleep patterns, triggering widespread sleep deprivation. Global anxiety would skyrocket as our circadian rhythms are thrown into chaos. The impact on our environment would be equally devastating. Our flora and fauna, the foundation of our ecosystems, would suffer. Crops would wither under the relentless sun, leading to a global famine. The consequences of a disrupted orbit don't stop there. Higher temperatures would accelerate the already alarming rate of ice cap melting, causing sea levels to surge. Coastal cities would be inundated, displacing millions. The unending night, on the other hand, would bring biting cold, hindering plant photosynthesis, and resulting in crop failures and further deaths. This eerie phenomenon is reminiscent of a polar night, a phenomenon experienced in places like Tromsø, Norway. While the Norwegians can adapt, it's a different story in critical farmland regions. These areas feed a significant portion of the world's population, making their vulnerability a recipe for disaster. And let's not forget the fantastical notion that vampires would have a field day in perpetual darkness. While that's a bit of dark hum hour, the reality is that a disrupted orbit would be nothing short of apocalyptic. We often overlook the stability of our planet's orbit, but it's a linchpin for our existence. Any alteration could unleash chaos, endless days and nights, famine, flooding, and ecological collapse. Number 11. Unyielding strategies in the fight against cancer. Get ready for some groundbreaking news. You know how we've been struggling against tough diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's? Well, there's some exciting news on the horizon that could change the game. In 2021, Michio Kaku, a renowned physicist, shared a secret weapon: magic bullets. These aren't the kind you see in movies. They are tiny soldiers armed with nanotechnology, and they might just revolutionize how we fight cancer. The brilliant part is that these minuscule warriors can slip into our cells and specifically target cancer cells. It's called nanomedicine, and it's like having a microscopic army battling cancer from the inside. But here's the twist. Your bathroom could become ground zero in this battle. How? Well, it turns out that our pee and other bodily fluids carry tiny clues about hidden cancer colonies lurking inside us. These colonies can remain silent for years before forming a tumor, but we might have a solution. Kaku suggested that future tech wizards could create deoxyribonucleic acid chips capable of detecting these sneaky signs of cancer. And where's the best place for these chips to work their magic? Your toilet, of all places. Imagine your toilet as a superhero, warning you about cancer's early stages, possibly a whole decade before a tumor shows up. This could mean saying goodbye to the word tumor, like it's an outdated relic. Future generations might look back at our fears of cancer and laugh, thinking of it as a time when cancer was as big a concern as a common cold. Nanotechnology could potentially kick cancer to the curb, and an ordinary toilet might transform into a cancer-detecting guardian, giving the upper hand in the battle against this formidable disease. Exciting times may lie ahead. Number 10. Exploring the mysteries of alien existence. Baba Vanga, the famed seer, unveils her most astonishing prediction. contact with extraterrestrial visitors, but there's a spine-chilling twist. These visitors won't arrive with peaceful intentions. Instead, they'll unleash an all-out assault on Earth, welding technology that cripples us. For a harrowing 3 days and nights, they'll plunge our world into unfathomable darkness. The moon and stars, our celestial companions, will vanish from our sight. Our heavy reliance on technology, as previously discussed in the solar storm entry, makes us vulnerable. Picture a sudden plunge into the Stone Age, coupled with a relentless alien adversary equipped with advanced weaponry. Baba Vanga foresees that humanity won't be wiped out entirely. A mere 10,000 of us will survive. That's a mere 1.28% survival rate from our current global population of 7.8 billion. It's essentially the end of the world as we know it. But Baba Vanga's predictions don't stop there. Beyond the invasion, she envisions a future with mind-boggling possibilities: time travel, the colonization of distant planets, the rise of underwater cities, and even eventual peace with these extraterrestrial beings. However, with a survival rate of just 1.28%, the odds of experiencing these incredible events are staggeringly low. As we embark on this journey into an uncertain future, it's essential to ponder the information we possess today. If Baba Vanga's prophecies come true, this knowledge may be our only guide. The world she foretells is fraught with peril, where survival hangs by a thread. So let us heed her words and prepare for the unthinkable. The future remains uncertain, and Baba Vanga's predictions hold a haunting allure. Number 9. Unmasking the dark secrets of bioweapons. The 1925 Geneva Convention took a momentous step by unanimously deciding to prohibit the use of biological weapons in warfare. This landmark agreement bound all participating nations to a solemn pledge never to engage in the development, production, stockpiling, or acquisition of microbial agents or toxins, irrespective of their source or production method, unless it served a valid purpose like defense or protection. Furthermore, they agreed not to craft any weaponry, equipment, or delivery systems intended for deploying these agents for hostile purposes or in armed conflicts. For decades, the world has largely adhered to this critical accord with a few exceptions, notably the Soviet Union and Iraq. However, the ominous prediction of renowned seer Baba Vanga for 2023 raises concerns. She cryptically foretells that a major nation will commence testing a new biological weapon, but details remain scant. The burning question is, which significant global power might undertake this perilous test? Could it be Russia, the United States, or China? Equally disturbing is the unknown nature of this bioweapon. Might it harbor lab-engineered viruses capable of wreaking havoc on humanity? Or perhaps some other deadly agent with the potential to irrevocably alter victims' DNA? It's essential to acknowledge that while some of Baba Vanga's predictions have materialized, others have not, like her prophecies of World War III in 2010 or Europe's transformation into a wasteland by 2016. We can only hope that her forecast of chemical weapons being unleashed in 2023 remains unfulfilled, given the overwhelming challenges we already face today. In conclusion, the 1925 Geneva Convention stands as vital evidence of humanity's collective commitment to prevent the use of biological weapons. Number 8. Supercharge the future, igniting tomorrows. Imagine a future where cars and trains effortlessly glide above the ground, planes soar through the skies without spewing harmful pollutants, and electricity zips around with absolute efficiency, leaving no energy wasted. It may sound like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but guess what? Scientists tell us that this future is not as far-fetched as it seems. Enter the world of superconductivity, a magical phenomenon for electricity. Imagine special materials that become superconductors when they are cooled down to incredibly low temperatures, around -173 degrees Celsius. These extraordinary materials possess the power to transmit electricity without encountering any resistance and shield magnetic fields, ensuring a smooth and uninterrupted flow of energy. The journey towards harnessing this phenomenon began back in 1911, and we have made remarkable strides since then. In the year 2022, Klein Vision took a giant leap forward by unveiling an air car that runs on a mere smidgen of gasoline. They not only showcased this innovation, but also demonstrated its viability by flying the aircar 200 times, accumulating a staggering 70 hours in the air. It's as if flying cars are transitioning from the realm of fantasy into tangible reality before our very eyes. However, before we get carried away with dreams of a pollution-free, ultra-efficient future, there are still some wrinkles to iron out in the world of superconductivity. The path forward may not be entirely smooth, but the relentless dedication of scientists and engineers paints a clear picture. We are undeniably moving in the right direction. As technology charges forward, we are hurtling toward a future where transportation is not only efficient, but also environmentally friendly, giving our planet the much-needed respite from pollution. The advent of superconductivity promises nothing short of a revolution in the realms of transportation and energy. While the journey may be challenging, the progress we have made so far serves as a shining beacon of hope. By deciphering the puzzle of superconductivity, we have the potential to transform extraordinary technology into everyday marvels. Number 7. Putin will be assassinated and Biden will suffer from a mysterious disease. Nostradamus, the famous seer from the past, left behind cryptic predictions that seem to point towards a tumultuous time for both Russian President Vladimir Putin and American President Joe Biden between 2022 and 2023. According to experts, his prophecies hint at dramatic events in their lives. For Vladimir Putin, the prophecy suggests a shocking twist, an attempt on his life. It foretells that a member of his security team will betray him, putting him in grave danger. The outcome of this prophecy could lead to a chaotic and uncertain future for Russia. As for Joe Biden, Nostradamus appears to have predicted an illness that remains hidden, an enigmatic affliction that could weaken the American president. In addition, the prophecy hints at a tragic incident involving a family member of President Biden, potentially a fatal traffic accident. These predictions cast a shadow of uncertainty over his leadership. The seer's words, 9 years the lean one will hold the realm in peace, then he will fall into a very bloody thirst, indicate a period of relative stability under Putin's rule, followed by a sudden and violent upheaval. It suggests that Putin's actions or decisions might lead to grave consequences, with many lives lost and a sense of lawlessness prevailing. Furthermore, Nostradamus alludes to internal conflicts and conspiracies within Putin's inner circle. Interestingly, the prophecy also implies the potential for improved relations between Russia and the United States, although it remains unclear how this will come about. It suggests that despite the turmoil and violence predicted, there may be opportunities for diplomacy and cooperation between these two powerful nations. Nostradamus's cryptic verses continue to captivate our imagination, leaving us to ponder the mysterious twists of fate that might shape the destinies of these world leaders in the years to come. Number 6. A new pope in the Catholic Church. In his mysterious writings, Nostradamus, a famous French prophet from the past, seems to have mentioned some intriguing things about Pope Francis and the future of the Catholic Church. These predictions are found in quatrains 2.97 and 5.31, which have captured the curiosity of many. One prediction suggests that in 2023, a new pope will take over after Pope Francis. This new pope is said to be a young man who will rise to a high position within the church. However, what's even more captivating is the claim that this young pope will stir up a significant scandal within the Catholic Church. This scandal is expected to unfold over 6 years, lasting until 2029. Nostradamus goes on to suggest that Pope Francis will be the last true pope. His successor, according to these interpretations, will be a person known as Peter the Roman. Peter's papacy is believed to be so influential that it will lead to the abolition of Rome as the center of the Catholic Church, marking the end of the era of sovereign popes. The final part of the prophecy mentions a dreadful judge, who will come after Peter, the Roman's reign. This judge is said to pass judgment upon the people, and the seven-hilled city, which refers to Rome, will be destroyed. These predictions have fascinated many people due to their cryptic nature and the possibility that they may hold some truth. While it's essential to approach such prophecies with skepticism and an open mind, they continue to captivate our imagination and spark discussions about the future of the Catholic Church. Only time will tell, as the year has just a few months left to be gone forever, if these prophetic words hold any significance or remain as intriguing mysteries from the past. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the shadows of uncertainty, ominous whispers of impending doom linger. The prophecy, once dismissed as mere myth, now chills the bravest souls. A darkness creeps upon our world, and the signs align with eerie precision. The first harbinger is climate chaos, as Earth's fury intensifies. Sweltering heat waves scorch the land, while ferocious storms unleash their wrath upon the seas. Icebergs dissolve, and wildfires rage unchecked. The planet's cry for mercy goes unanswered. Besides, economic unrest looms ominously. Market crashes and financial instability cast a long shadow over livelihoods. Inequality deepens, and joblessness spreads like a relentless plague. The scales tip dangerously, threatening societal stability. Furthermore, technological terrors emerge as artificial intelligence grows beyond our control. Autonomous machines wield unprecedented power, blurring the line between creator and creation. Privacy vanishes, and digital warfare becomes the new battlefield. Finally, the specter of pandemics haunts us still. New viruses arise, outpacing our defenses. Vaccines lose their potency, and healthcare systems strain under the relentless strain of disease. These are the chilling omens that stir fear in hearts worldwide. Though we hope to avert these prophecies, their shadow looms, a stark reminder of our fragile existence. Only time will reveal whether these grim foretellings will come to pass, or if humanity can rise above and change its fate. Let us know what you feel about these prophecies. Number 5. Unveiling the mysteries of infinite potential, the quest for free energy. In our world today, we rely on the sun, a massive ball of fire in the sky, located very far away, about 150 million kilometers from Earth. This amazing star produces a lot of energy through a process called nuclear fusion. It's like never-ending fireworks show up there. But here's the catch. We haven't quite figured out how to directly use the sun's power here on Earth. However, smart scientists are thinking about the future. They dream of creating something like a special machine, a reactor that can handle incredibly hot stuff called plasma for a long time. Plasma is super hot, like what you see in a lightning bolt. But even if we figure out how to handle this super hot stuff, there's another challenge. We need a strong magnetic force to keep the plasma in place. It's like trying to hold a wild, fiery dragon in a cage. Building this super reactor is not going to be cheap. But scientists believe that with fancy technology and the help of clever robots, we might be able to make around 500 million flashlight bright light bulbs worth of power in just a few seconds, and it won't cost too much. Imagine that. What's interesting is that scientists have been daydreaming about this for a very long time. A cool scientist named Nikola Tesla even invented a machine that could make endless free energy from the space around us. Some experts say that just a tiny bit of this energy could make all the water in the ocean boil. That's a whole lot of power. Now, here's the twist. Some folks say that certain governments might already be sneaking around with this free energy stuff, keeping it a secret from the rest of us. It's like a big mystery. Why would they do that? But as time ticks on, we'll see if all these dreams about free energy come true. Will we change the way we get power? We can't be sure when, but the idea of free energy keeps pulling us in. It's like a magical story that makes us dream big. It's a bit like a thrilling adventure story that never ends. Number 4. Designer babies. As year 2023 gradually winds up, the world watches and expects with keen enthusiasm that one of Baba Vanga's prophecies for the year materializes. The renowned predictor made a striking claim. Babies would be born in labs, where scientists could shape their looks and personalities. This idea may seem far-fetched, but recent events suggest it might be closer than we think. Picture this. On February 19, 2020, a groundbreaking announcement shook the world. French fertility doctors successfully brought a baby into the world using eggs matured in a laboratory. The woman's eggs had been frozen 5 years earlier due to chemotherapy. They took immature eggs from her ovaries and, through a technique called in vitro maturation, coaxed them to grow in a lab. Fast forward 2022, where a German biotechnologist started developing an artificial womb facility known as EcoLife. This futuristic place allows parents to handpick specific traits for their future child from a menu of options. Imagine customizing your baby's characteristics like you would an online order. However, this innovation sparked ethical debates, raising questions about the consequences of playing with nature in this way. Nonetheless, EcoLife aspires to facilitate the birth of a staggering 30,000 babies each year. These recent strides in reproductive technologies suggest that Baba Vanga's vision of designer babies might not be as outlandish as it seems. While we must tread carefully and consider the ethical dilemmas that come with these advancements, one thing is undeniable. We are witnessing a seismic shift in how we view childbirth. The power to mold a baby's physical traits and personality in a lab is becoming increasingly plausible. Baba Vanga's prophecy may hold more truth than we ever imagined. We stand on the brink of a remarkable journey in scientific discovery, where the boundaries of human potential are being pushed like never before. Number 3. No car owners. According to Professor Benjamin Clark, who studies planning and public policy at the University of Oregon, a fascinating transformation is on the horizon. He predicts that within the next 15 years, most people won't feel the need or desire to own a car. What's intriguing is that he's quite confident in his predictions, going so far as to say they're more than mere guesses. His argument gains strength when we look at the current state of car sales worldwide. In Germany, for instance, car sales have plunged by a significant 30.5% compared to the same time last year. Even renowned car makers like Audi, Porsche, and Volkswagen are feeling the pinch. By 2030, Professor Clark anticipates that private car ownership in the United States will nosedive by a staggering 80%. Imagine the number of passenger vehicles on American roads, which stood at 247 million in 2020, will shrink dramatically to just 44 million. What makes this transformation even more intriguing is the rise of electric ride-sharing services. These are projected to be 4 to 10 times cheaper than buying a brand new car in 2021. This means families in the future could pocket savings of up to $5,600 annually compared to the cost of owning and maintaining a traditional car. Now here's the kicker. A wave of driverless, self-driving cars is on the horizon, and they promise to be far more affordable than owning your car. Some might even be free thanks to corporate sponsorship. The catch? You might have to endure a few advertisements during your ride. These futuristic vehicles are often called autonomous vehicles or autonomous vehicles. What's truly mind-boggling is that this future might be closer than we think. In just a few short years, our relationship with cars could transform in ways we couldn't have imagined. Number 2. Cannibals on Earth. In the year 2023, Nostradamus, a famous prophet from the past, left us a mysterious message in his ancient book. He said something startling, that there would be a big problem with our food supply. This problem, he warned, could happen because of either a war or changes in our climate. Now, some people who study prophecies believe that Nostradamus was talking about something happening in Ukraine. You see, there's a war going on there, and the leader, Putin, is making it hard for food to come out of that country. This has caused the cost of food to go way up in Ukraine, and lots of people are struggling to afford it. But let's be clear, there's no evidence that people are eating each other there, at least not yet. But if the war keeps going, who knows what might happen? On the other hand, some folks think Nostradamus might be talking about a place called the Horn of Africa. It's been facing a terrible drought for a long time, like 40 years. Because of this, the prices of food have gone up a lot, and there's also a lot of political trouble there. Millions of people there are hungry and many need help to get food. Even though it hasn't officially been called a famine, some experts think it might become one in 2023. In this case, Nostradamus might be onto something. No matter where it happens, what Nostradamus was trying to tell us is that we need to be careful about our food. Wars, climate change, and other problems can make it hard for people to get the food they need. Number 1. Mind-melding networks. In today's world of the internet, we're still fond of talking, believing that speaking up or staying quiet helps us convey our thoughts. Now, here comes something truly mind-blowing, thanks to a prediction from Ian Pearson, a British futurist. A bit about Pearson. He's been impressively accurate with his predictions about 80% of the time. About 3 decades ago, he predicted the rise of smartwatches and music subscriptions, and today they're a big deal. But around 6 years ago, Pearson dropped a bombshell from the future. He said that by 2050, we could communicate using only our thoughts, thanks to something called neurotechnology. So what's this neurotechnology magic? Pearson envisions a world where we'd have brain-computer chips that would connect our brains to supercharged cloud computers that other people are also connected to. Through this quantum cloud, we could zap messages and thoughts without uttering a single word. Imagine chatting, learning, and messaging just by thinking. And guess what? You could even download new skills directly into your brain from a vast global database called, short for Hybrid Intelligence Biometric Avatar. It might sound like science fiction now, but remember, many seemingly crazy predictions have come true in the past. If Pearson's right, our world would be turned upside down. Mind-to-mind communication and brain-based social networks could revolutionize how we connect with others, taking us to a whole new level. But there's a catch. As we venture into this mind-boggling territory, ethical and privacy concerns will undoubtedly arise. As technology races forward, it's both exciting and a bit eerie to imagine what's coming next. There are no guarantees that this prediction will come true, but history has shown that what appears impossible can sometimes become a reality. So, buckle up, because the future might be stranger than we can even imagine. Which of these prophecies did you find the most intriguing? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.